Hi guys, this is Tony here from Metal Roos. You're about to sit down and enjoy an interview I just did um, over there, and so do like and subscribe so you can get all this straight into your streaming and into your consciousness as soon as it arrives. So enjoy the interview, and oh, I will. Over to you, Tony.
Yeah, I'm good. How are you, man?
Not bad, not bad. Long time no see. We've chatted a couple of times. You coming over here, so it's nice to see you again.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Bring in
Miss
bring
you
in
too.
your album. Bring in the new album over on tour, which is great.
Yes, exciting.
Yeah,
Very
yeah. I
cool.
mean, you
Yeah.
love? Did you love it? Like, I mean, obviously, you must have loved coming over the first time because you were back here. Was it only last year? Was it? Or the year
Two
before?
years ago.
2 years ago.
Two
God, it
years
feels like
ago. Yeah,
yesterday.
yeah, yeah. I mean, who would have thought we made it to Australia with the Night Flight Orchestra? I mean, that's amazing to begin with, and now coming down for second time. Yeah, just couldn't be more stoked.
It's
That's very
brilliant.
cool.
It's brilliant, isn't
Yeah.
it? And then obviously, you must have had a great fun, and the audiences must have loved you.
Yeah, no, the vibe was just, I mean, we didn't know what to expect, but it was wild. You know, people knew the lyrics and they were singing along to guitar melodies and all kinds of stuff. I mean, it was crazy. It was a beautiful time, and I'm glad we get to do it again.
Yeah, brilliant. Because I mean, we talked last time about the album, and I think it's an
Yeah.
absolute cracker of an album. And we've talked about how that's such an interesting piece of music. So, are you going
Mm.
to be playing mostly that, or a selection of your other songs like last time?
We're gonna do, I mean, we're probably gonna play like four, five songs from the new album, and then we're gonna do stuff from the first album and everything in between. So it's always a challenge, putting together a set list, obviously. But we have seven albums out, and but I think we have a really, really good set list in store for you guys. So yeah,
Brilliant.
and we're probably gonna play for about 1:45, something like that.
Nice. Yeah, because my a good friend of mine saw you in Sydney because he's a big fan. I
Yeah.
couldn't get there, and he went and he absolutely had the ball. Like he said, he was like buzzing afterwards. So
Yeah, yeah. Amazing. That's
yeah,
really good to hear.
yeah,
Makes me
yeah.
happy.
Because you're
Yeah.
doing Melbourne, Brisbane, Sydney, and Adelaide. Is that right?
Yeah. Yeah, correct.
Yeah. So that's quite a spread across the country again.
It is, yeah, and it's four back-to-back shows, and then the next day after the last show, we fly back, and then we go straight to Sweden Rock Festival and play there. So it's a crazy week.
Yeah. When are you going to sleep? Because I'm looking at these dates.
Yeah, I know.
Probably on the
Yeah,
plane.
Whew.
Probably on the plane. That's the,
Yeah, yeah. I don't know. Chug a bottle of red wine and fall asleep, I
that's
guess.
yeah, that's right. I mean, you put so much
Yeah.
energy into your music. It's not like
I know.
you stand around and just croon, is it?
No, 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 exactly. I mean, it's like it was, but we just came up, we did a European tour in February and March, 5 weeks, and I had like this smartwatch with me, and I noticed that I burn 1,100 calories every night on stage,
Holy moly!
and the outfit I'm wearing now is weighing 4 kilos, so it's yeah,
Whoa!
it's a workout, yeah, and
Yeah, yeah,
then and the singing is not easy either, it's some pretty crazy stuff, so it's a
yeah.
challenge, but
Yeah, I mean, you hit some interesting notes there. I'd hate to
yeah,
be in in that in that heavy outfit that's getting full of sweat under the lights.
oh yeah.
And you've got a big. I mean,
Um,
you've got a big band that you bring with you as well.
Yeah, I mean it's eight people in the band, so it's yeah, I believe we bring a really special show. It's very energetic and usually people are having a big smile on their face when the show's done. So it's uh it's
Brilliant.
usually a really good time.
I didn't ask you this last time. I meant to ask you. I mean, you come from a really interesting musical background. You've done a lot
Hmm.
of different styles in your musical career.
Hmm.
How did you end up in an AOR band like in this kind of music?
I mean, because I've always been very sort of diverse in my music taste. Even as a kid, I was really into heavy metal, but I was also loving like the 80s pop music, coming out at the time. So I've always been all over the place, and doing metal for so many years, I felt that I really wanted to do something completely different as well, and sort of explore something else. So it was kind of a no-brainer after I met David, who I felt was sort of showed the way and sort of was very encouraging that, you should try. We should start a band. We should, do something completely different, and explore that, so. Which we did, and it took some time to put together. And once we did, it felt like this. I should have done this a long time ago, and from then on, it was such a creative time, and I found so many new ways of expressing myself musically. So it was a really beautiful thing, and having these two bands in different genres, it's it's a great feeling.
Yeah, it
It's a
would
great
be.
feeling, and yeah.
How did you come across 8 people for the band, though? Was that as something you were always thinking of? I'm going to have a big band. I know it's called the orchestra, but you don't always have to have a big band for an orchestra. But
Right.
did you go? I want a big. I want a bigger bit of everything, or did it grow organically?
Well, I mean, kind of organically, because it was a bit of an experiment from the start, but you know, after a while, we realized that one guitarist is not enough, because I believe we were five from the beginning,
Mm,
and then it's like, oh, we need percussion, we need somebody who can play congas and this and that, and it's like, and then we found Sebastian, who was actually mixing the first album. It's like, oh, he's brilliant, you want to join the band? It's like, yeah, yeah, all right.
oh,
And then he played guitar and then congas and all kind of percussion. He does it all. And then after a while, it's like I'm because I was doing a lot. I was doing all the backups myself, like
mm,
very like falsetto-ish. And I was like, I always wanted to have backup singers. I think it was almost like a Motown feel. Like I always loved bands that have backup singers,
mm.
and most bands did it back in the day. And I mean, even, as late as the 90s, we had Motley Crue and Guns N' Roses having backup girls, doing backup vocals.
Mm.
And I was like, I always wanted to sing over that. It just brings it to a whole new level, both, musically, but also, live. I think that would be a really good look for the band and something that stands out, so it's kind of grew organically. And then, you know, we added the girls, and I think we something really amazing happened there, with our sound as well, with the addition of the girls. So
Yeah, it's brilliant because I love
yeah.
the image as well. I mean, that image, particularly on this album,
Hmm.
I
Yeah,
love the whole flight, the whole journey that your album that you get with
yeah,
this one. It's a
yeah,
nice quirky moment, that when you watch your
yeah.
videos, particularly watching the videos,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know.
No, I mean, we have that. I think we have that balance. There's tongue in cheek, and but we're also super serious about the music, and it has quite
Mm.
serious topics as well. But I think it's very balanced, and that's how I like things. Music that has no humor whatsoever it's tend to be quite boring.
I think I agree with you. I think I agree
Mm.
with this. The humanity side, the human side of it disappears,
Yeah,
doesn't
yeah,
it?
yeah,
You can't relate to it.
yeah. Or it's some kind of like a distance to it, and
Mm.
or
And
mm,
there's a time for that kind of cold music. So, I mean, there's a time
yeah,
for that. But I think most
yeah,
of us will always gravitate to bands like yourself because
yeah.
we want to be entertained,
Yeah. No,
isn't it?
exactly. And it's exactly what I would have liked to see going to the show, and that's sort of what I picture as well when, writing the music and obviously, sort of brainstorming around the whole concept.
Brilliant. How's the album
Yeah.
gone down since? Because it was released in January. How has it? How's it
Yeah.
sort of been received?
Been really good, really good. And after this whole journey with David passing away, and
Oh
we
yes,
had to really, yeah, dig really deep, and create something that was going to be a celebration of his life, and something really uplifting in the end.
mm.
And I think people have really expressed that how it is very uplifting, and it's a very multi-layered. It has that melancholic feel at times, and everything that we've always had, but it's extra uplifting, this one, and that's really good to hear, because that's what we wanted it to be.
Beautiful. Is it because like
Mm.
when I listen to it, and I love the fact that you open up coming into an airport,
Yeah,
you're taken on a journey.
yeah,
Was that again, is that part of the whole thing with Davis is the journey, you know?
yeah. It is the journey. Yeah, yeah. No,
Mm.
exactly. We wanted to create music that feels like you're in motion. That was that was the sort of guiding star
Yeah, because there are
from the
definitely
beginning.
moments like where you do feel like you're in hectic of an airport. You do feel
Yeah,
that they're
yeah,
rushing from gate to gate, wondering
yeah,
where's your passport.
yeah, yeah. Exactly. There you go. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
I mean, we tend to romanticize traveling. It's not that glamorous after all when you're at an airport, but
it's always glamorous. Like you're right,
yeah,
it's always glamorous on the outside because you buy your flights to go on holiday. You go, oh, I can't wait, and then you get to the
yeah,
airport and like, oh, I just want to get there now. I've had enough of this. Like,
I know. Yeah,
uh,
but yeah, but there's something about it, to sort of escape going somewhere and having a few drinks or whatever. And listening to great music. It's a great feeling.
yeah, but you add a bit of razzmatazz. You added something that I think is sort of lost in a lot of modern music at the moment, and that's a little bit of showmanship.
Yeah, yeah. No, I agree with you. It's
Yeah,
like classic showmanship. Yeah,
yeah. I mean, we all love. I mean, we all have memories. I mean, I know that it's not the same as you're not the same as Alice Cooper. You went to Alice Cooper because the show was amazing, music was
yeah, yeah. I
amazing,
love Alice Cooper.
yeah,
Yeah,
and the show was amazing, right?
yeah.
And sometimes we all yearn to go to have bands like you where you turn up and just get wowed visually and musically, you know, and
No,
you
I
give
love
us
that.
that.
I love when it's like a full concept. Not it's like you want to have the songs, but you also want everything else.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
package.
The package, exactly. I think this is what you
Yeah.
get from Night Flight Orchestra. And I've come
Mm,
across
mm.
people that listen to your music that I would never think would listen to your music.
Really interesting.
Truly.
Mm,
I was talking to some guy, he's like, he's big, beefy, bearded, tattooed. And
mm.
I'm chatting with from Night Flight. He goes, oh, I love them. I'm like,
Yeah.
wow, how amazing. It just
I know.
blows
It's
my,
it's very cool. Yeah, and I mean we've experienced that as well. I mean, we did this a few Swedish dates, and we were a bit up north, and there was a guy standing in front row, and like it reminded me, like he was like big beard and like kind of a big guy, and he's wearing this black metal T-shirt with a band called Moldbrand, which is Swedish for arson.
oh my God, okay.
Yeah, and he's standing there and he's singing every word. And I was like, this is wild. And I think it says a lot.
See that
That's really cool.
straight away there, that says it all. The take a photograph of that,
Yeah,
that says universally the music is universal. And,
yeah, yeah,
it's not an elite club for not people who can't enjoy it. I
yeah,
think I
yeah.
think that's brave. Been at the front as well. That's
I
pretty
know.
cool.
Love it. Love it.
So good, so good. And I mean,
Yeah,
again, I think the audiences that you said here last time really went off and enjoyed it. So,
yeah,
are you
yeah. It
playing
was
this?
really good.
Are you playing the same venues again? I don't know because you're playing at the
A few of
similar.
them are the same, but I think yes, somebody said that some of them are slightly bigger, but I'm not sure. But I guess we'll find out.
Well, you're
Yeah.
exactly when you get there.
Yeah.
Again, now you won't have trouble selling tickets. That will move. I absolutely loved the name of your last tour, Deaf to False AOR.
I know.
I just thought that was a brilliant name for a tour.
Yeah, that's a good start. That's like we definitely planted a seed in Australia
I
about
think you
that
did,
one. Yeah,
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 yeah, and the tour, Moon over Australia again.
yeah, yeah,
You know,
yeah.
that's a
Brilliant.
lovely, lovely sort of double entendre if you want to be that way.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh dear. Are you recording? I know you just had this album just come out, but have you got new material that you're working on?
Right now I'm working on some Soilworks stuff. I'm actually in my studio right now,
Oh, nice.
putting some stuff together. But yeah, I mean, the Night Flight mind is always spinning too. So there should be something coming out. I mean, I'm not sure if we're gonna release something soon, but I will probably compose some stuff
Yeah.
pretty soon. I'm starting to feel inspired again.
I
Yeah,
don't know.
so
I don't know how you cram it all in there. Going from Soilworks to Night
I know
Flight,
it's like
completely disparate sounds,
yeah.
and still balance it.
Yeah, no, I mean, I usually know what I'm writing for, and then it's like a matter of putting on the Soulwork vest or the Night Flight hat. It's Yeah. No, the switch is quite easy, but yeah,
Is it
it's
easy
fun.
that is it easy that you do have though because the Night Flight has that kind of outfit, like
Yeah.
you said, the captain. Do you sort of
Yeah.
go, oh, I'm captain now? So it's like you put on a whole persona changes.
I mean, not when I'm sitting here composing, but I mean live. I
Yeah.
guess it's a bit different. Like I'm entering, maybe a little bit different persona when on stage. With Night Flight. Obviously, wearing a glittery cape and a beret and God knows what. Whereas Soilwork, I mean, I started the band when I was 17, so I think that when I entered stage with Soilwork, I think there's something that brings me back to uh, when I was really young and
Mm,
discovering metal as well. So I think you connect emotionally in different ways, I guess.
yeah.
But both bands are really representative of who I am or who I've been as well. It's sort of like a summary, I guess.
I love it.
Yeah.
Because I love soil work. I always have done. And to sort of
Yeah.
like to be able to go out from that to go to the other one and you're still there, it's really cool. Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
I can look across the stage and suddenly it's Night Flight, back there it's Soilworks, like it's
Yeah, exactly. Oh, that's cool. And I've also noticed that some people, they become fans of Night Flight and they don't even realize it's the same singer, which I feel is a compliment, because
oh
then
yeah.
you can really tell that it's different. I mean, if you listen carefully, I'm sure you can, find that out. But you know, I think it is a compliment that people doesn't know like initially, or they can't hear it at first. Because
I
that
think
that means that I express myself in a different way vocally, which I always wanted to do. I wanted to be separate things, and it
yeah.
is. So,
I think that's
mm,
amazing. I think
mm.
to be able to disassociate and move here, move there, so much freedom for
Yeah,
you and for the
yeah,
audience because I'm sure when you go to Night Flight and you come back to Soilworks, you have all this fresh energy and vice versa,
yeah, yeah,
taking it back and forth, you
yeah,
know?
yeah. No, it's cool.
Mm,
It's cool.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. And so
Mm.
you're working, so there's a new Soilworks album coming out, is there? Am I getting in?
Well, at some point, yeah. I mean, we're just writing some material now, and a bit unclear still when it's going to be released. But so far, so good.
Oh,
It's
brilliant.
sounding
Well,
pretty cool. Yeah,
the world needs more Soilworks, so you're okay, right?
yeah, yeah. Absolutely.
It really does. Well, thanks
Yeah.
for coming and chatting. I hope
Thank you.
I
Thank
hope
you.
the tour is a smash hit. I mean, to come back after 2 years, that it must have been fun. So I'm glad that you're back,
Yeah.
and
Yes.
we don't have to wait 10 years
Me
in
too.
between. Yeah, that's
No,
right.
exactly. No, no, we're super excited that we're able to
Brilliant.
come back this quickly.
Yeah, brilliant. It feels like yesterday I
Yeah.
was talking to you. I was like, can't be two
No,
years ago.
no, no, exactly. Yeah.
Oh dear. Well, safe trip.
Thank
Enjoy
you.
the
Thanks.
country as much as you can.
Will do.
And good luck with the trip back to Europe and into the festival.
Yeah, yeah. Thanks. We're gonna need it. Yeah.
Intravenous coffee.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. There you go.
See you, my friend.
All right. See you. Thanks for the support. All right.
No, a
Take care.
pleasure. Bye, mate.